Briefly, the question of the Democratic Party contradictions. Many people are disturbed that the Vice President of the party is critical of my candidature and that the Secretary General is an active campaigner of the incumbent speaker. That doesn't bother me one bit. So I want to tell the members of the Democratic Party, this is something which has a timeline. The question is, what is the principle at stake? Some people think I should be annoyed. I'm not annoyed. I would not be where I am if I were to be easily annoyed. But you must also exercise that power with restraint. The other day, some UID members were saying they don't want to see those two gentlemen near the party headquarters. And I told them, why not? They are leaders. Let them come. So I want to appeal for restraint on the part of members who are disappointed. For me, I'm always very, very loyal to any DP who expresses an ambition. In 2021, one of our members, Honorable Sebamala, declared that he was going to contest for Speaker. I even convened a press conference to support his candidature. Unfortunately, he withdrew. I'm always happy when I see DP members stepping forward, because we must celebrate not just achievement but even effort. Our Secretary General has had a long journey in the party. He stood for Youth MP, we were with him. He stood in Palisa, we were with him. He stood in Mbale municipality, we were with him. He stood in for IALA. Within the party, the contest was very hot. He won by 2 votes. And I was there fighting for him. Now, the Bible says, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you.
And you are a permanent person in the parliament.
So, for me, I don't do unto you as you do unto me. I do as Jesus directs me. I must do good. The campaign for the flag of IALA was hot. Even for the vice president, it was not easy. There were people who even tried to sabotage the election in parliament. So there are many party members who are very disappointed with them because they see that I don't deserve that treatment from people I've stood with. But I'm asking you, leave God to be the one to balance the books. By the way, God balances books. I've seen it in my own life. So don't make it a big deal. But I also know that they must be under a lot of pressure. Right now, I see a group of young people calling themselves DP at heart. Suddenly, they have a lot of money. So I think they have also managed to access. They have become a kind of Luseke team also. I think they have put their Luseke somewhere. Unfortunately, I wish they knew that Luseke eventually dries up. So I see them running around at DP at heart, DP at heart. Do they even know what DP values are? Why are they not talking to the DP members? There are those who are saying, Mao is very selfish. He got himself a ministerial position. He has forgotten everybody else. I want to say the offer for the ministerial position was to me personally. But being president of DP, I'm the one who brought DP in. Is that the action of a selfish person? I came to ask my DP family, and I said, I think this is good for us. By some luck, we got the president to agree to sign a cooperation agreement, which I distributed in Chankwanzi. And it opened the eyes of those MPs. They saw my signature next to the president's signature. Someone who has never signed any agreement with a civilian. So the agreement has its own life. Remove Mao from it even. The agreement is talking about a peaceful transition, national reconciliation, national dialogue, constitutional reforms. Even if I drop dead today, will those issues die with me? So I think people really should get serious. I invite more attacks on me. It is good. Those who want to insult me, insult my mother, my father, everybody, please go ahead. But don't forget to address the issues that are facing Uganda. Because those issues will come for you also, wherever you are. If you don't handle them well, those issues will come for you. So I want to urge the DP members to understand. This is normal in political parties. Others are saying this is betrayal. I will not use the word betrayal. I just say I'm a student of human nature and I know how people get motivated. In the case of the vice president in 2020, one day I woke up and he had made a big banner of himself with Bobby Wine in Masaka City. And he told me that that is how he will win the parliamentary seat. So I told him, good luck. Please go ahead. We shall see. If you think it will work. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Because when Bobby Wine went there, Bobby Wine attacked him so badly. So what did it benefit? Then this time, he at first was not in favor of the cooperation agreement. He attacked it and said we should pull out of it. Then when we were selecting parliamentary candidates, he then announced that because he is a kind of attorney general of the Banyarwanda community, now he is going in a place which has a large Banyarwanda community, Buwekula, and that he believes he will now win, and in fact the cooperation agreement will help him win. So I said, please go ahead. I'm fully behind you. I had even planned to go and campaign for him. Unfortunately, I also had my own problems in Gulu, so I didn't go. And he had some good campaign. Unfortunately, when the results came, he was the last. So, the Bible teaches us to always pray for our lost brethren. So I can only call for prayers. DP members, please pray. But also the young people, learn. Because in DP, I've seen people who have attacked me. You know how people like the Segonars ended. Mwanga Chivumbi, Michael Mavike, Chidandala, Sam Mukaku, who even declared himself. So if those cannot be enough lesson, please don't learn from your own mistakes. Learn from other people's mistakes. I try to learn from other people's mistakes. And let me tell you, when Dr. Semogere was president, there are people who really fought him. And they wanted to co-opt me to join that group. I told them, I wish you luck in your fight. But as far as I know, I may have disagreement with Dr. Semogere. But under the party constitution is the party president. Let us work through party organs. Even when I went to Nambole and I was beaten in an election which was less than free and less than fair, I still faithfully became the campaign manager of Ssebaana Kizito. When those who helped defeat me, who pretended that they were Ssebaana Kizito, namely Lulu Mebaiga, Betty Namboze, and others, they abandoned Ssebaana Kizito and went with Dr. Besigye. So, in life, you have those they call fair weather friends. When the sun is shining, they are your friends. When it starts raining, they don't want to know your condition. I have been through that. But you saw what happened in Busiro East. You have seen what has happened in Butambala. In Mukono, this lady survived, but all her feathers are flying in the air. They really scratched her. They plucked her feathers. So, start a fight which is backed by some cause which is genuine. Now, in this case, what is the genuine cause? That a DP member finds that the incumbent speaker is better than his president. And yet his president is fighting corruption in parliament. Now you want to support the flag bearer of corruption. For us, we are trying to drain the swamp. So, I appeal to the DP members, don't cry for me, because I get calls. I get calls from DP members, Mr. President, why are your comrades behaving like that? Why are they going all over the media and attacking you? Why? You are the person who has been solidly with them. I tell them, leave them. Don't interfere. My two comrades, they still remain my comrades. I love them and I'll always fight for them. No matter what they do. I'll always fight for them. Because I remember when the late Nsubuga died, the current Secretary General was the Deputy Secretary General. And there were already plots to throw him out. And being a master of politics, being a master of driving on all roads, smooth and rough, I declared that we would have mourning for 1 year. So I insulated him from an election. And we kept extending the period until the delegates conference. Because I believe in defending the weak. So that is my character. I want those who genuinely follow me, don't overreact because of those statements. I know some of you get annoyed when you see the Secretary General all over the current speaker, or you see your vice president. Don't be agitated. Fortunately now, the incumbent speaker has many more people now around. I think the space is getting a bit crowded because I've seen now the new woman MP for Masaka City has now taken that space. She has occupied it permanently. So now I think there's a lot of competition. But the election of speaker is going to take place in about 1 month. So then what? Because it will come and go. You must now come back home here and we start talking about DP. Let us focus our energy on the next meeting which we have scheduled, Let us focus our energy on getting good candidates for LC1 and LC2, and let us continue building new young leaders of the party. Now, thirdly is the legal challenge. When that legal challenge came, I was not surprised because I had heard that they were looking for somebody to petition. Basically, I think it is a pay-as-you-go kind of situation. Now, yesterday I heard that the petitioner went to ask for more time, that he has looked for me and cannot find me. A Minister of Justice who cannot be found. This is really interesting. I have a home which can be found, a home which is so well known because we have been holding parties for musicians there. We have been holding all sorts of events. I think the fellow simply is not fighting because he has a cause. Like I said, there is someone else behind the case. He's on a remote control. Unfortunately, the people on the ground are not happy with him. As I talk now, his Kafunda is really suffering because he has a certain business premise. He used to host what is called corporate night. Now it has collapsed because the people have decided that really you can't descend that low. But more interestingly, he is a candidate of the NRM who was number 3. As a lawyer and Minister of Justice, I cannot comment on a case which is in court, but I was a bit surprised. I found that he has not even served the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission has a registry where everybody who has filed a case against it can go and serve it. So, is that case really about the election or it is about something else? I heard a rumor that some people think that if you have a case against you, you should not be allowed to contest for speaker. Now that's not the law. Otherwise Nalukola wouldn't have remained in parliament up to the end. Njagala kugumya banadipi mu buli kibiina mubeeramu obutakanya wakati w'abakulembeze abo ku ntiko. Baganda bange Vice President ne Secretary General nze mbabeereddewo nnyo, ndowooza kyo kye kireetedde bammemba abamu okunyiiga ne bagamba nti omuntu ababeereddewo ennyo lwaki ate mumwambalira ne mumulwanisa ate nga temuli na balonzi eri mu parliament. Nze manyi nti mu weeks 5 kino ekintu tujja kuba tukigusiza, naye nga banadp abanyiivu olw'okubanga abakulembeze bannange banvuddemu nabo mbategeera, naye njagala kubagamba nti bino ebintu bibeerawo tomanya. Naye nze nga Nobert Mao ndi mugumu kubanga nze nsoma Bayibuli era ngoberera Mukama waffe Yesu Kristo bye yatuyigiriza nti oli akola obubi weina okumukolera ebirungi byokka. N'olwekyo nze nabasonyiwa dda era kyemmanyi mwaba namawulire kino ekintu mwe mwagala ennyo okukikumamu omuliro buli kaseera kubanga mwagala ebyonoonese. Ebitonoonese temubyagala era na bino bye mumbuuza mubitambuze. Kati ate oluva wano mubanoonye nti Mao yabadde ku press conference n'ayogera bino, kati gwe mwogera biki? kubanga ogwo gwe mulimo gwammwe naye nga bano abakulembeze nkoze kinene nnyo okubazimba era ekyo kyekireetedde banaddipi abamu okunyiiga. Vice President tutambudde naye eyesimbawo Makindye, Masaka Municipality emirundi 2, Masaka City n'agenda Kalungu, kati asibidde Buweekula. Yasooka n'alwanisa cooperation agreement, oluvannyuma n'agamba nti engeri gy'ali Ssaabawolereza w'Abanyarwanda mu Uganda ndowooza waneesimbawo Buweekula awali Abanyarwanda abangi asobola okuyitawo, naye bwe byagwera ng'ate ye yasemba. N'olwekyo tulina okumanya nti wabeerawo pressures ezijja mu bulamu bw'abantu, naye omuntu yenna ow'obuvunaanyizibwa olina okumanya nti buli ekikutuukako tosooka kunenya muntu mulala, olina kusooka kwefumiitiriza. Nze wengwa akalulu sangu nnyo kunenya muntu yenna nti ono yansudde oba ndi bubi kubanga oli ali bulungi. Eyo si yenkola yange. Twali wano twamusindika mu Yala myaka 10 ng'akiikirira Uganda. Tetwayogera na kwogera nti ate ffe Secretary General wano okubeera flag bearer mu kalulu ka Yala yayitawo no obululu 2 namuteerawo omugongo. Okufuuka Secretary General nga Matiya Nsubuga afudde, nagenda mu kuziika ne nangirira nti tugenda kungubaga mwaka mulamba, omwaka ogumu ne gufuuka emyaka 2, 3 paka ne tugenda mu delegates conference eyo gye twamulondera. Ekyo ndowooza kye kinyiiza abannaddipi ne bagamba nti lwaki temumala gasirika? Kati wosirika ofiirwa ki? Toyina kalulu mu palamenti, ogamba nti tebakwebuuzizaako. Bino ebintu tulina okusanyukira buli avaayo okulwanirira Abannayuganda. Nze nvuddeyo si kulwanirira DP naye kulwanirira Abannayuganda omuli n'abannaddipi. Nze wano twalina Honorable Sebamala yeesowolayo n'agamba nti agenda kubeera speaker. Nayita wano press conference ne mwendoosinga ekyembi ekintu yakivaamu, naye nga buli wa DP avaayo tuteekwa okumuwagira kubanga wa family. Naye oluusi ekintu woba okikola tokosa kibiina. N'olwekyo nsaba bannaddipi kino ekintu tekijja kutwawula kubanga bakulembeze bannaffe bano tubamanyi bulungi, tulina records zaabwe.